Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Shavana Tate. I'm executive medium, a paranormal educator, and today we are talking about the spirit world and the veil between the living and the dead. I want to explain to you guys how I view the spirit world and how I communicate with spirits and where they go, where they end up, how it works in the transitional period of dying and moving on to the next plane of existence. Now, we all believe in something different, especially with our religious beliefs and our spiritual beliefs. But in my belief system, and what I believe to be what happens to people after death, is what I'm going to explain in this video today. Again, so the spirit world to me is a plane of existence that is separated from the living and the dead, and this veil thins out on days like Halloween or certain times of the day or night or anything significant in the paranormal world. And the spirit world is, you can refer to it as heaven or whatever you like to refer it to as. But for me, it's something that separates us between, life and death. Like I said, between the living and the dead. And I'm trying to figure out how to explain this and make sense of it at the same time. The spirit world is a place where we go after we pass on, and it. Let's see. I'm really trying to explain this in a way it makes sense, and I thought I had it all figured out in my head before I decided to make this video, but I'm just feeling kind of stumped right now. Um, how I explain the spirit world to people is that it's the place that we go after we pass away. If you have unfinished business, um, if you've done bad things, even if you were a bad person in life, that doesn't mean that you get to suffer after you're dead. People that have done bad things or bad people in life doesn't mean that they have to suffer after they passed away. And that's where the spirit world comes in. If people want to stay earthbound as a spirit or a ghost, then they can make that conscious decision to do so as their spirit self. But most of the time, spirits and ghosts pass on into the spirit world, and that's basically the crossover period is between when we pass away and then go on to the next plane of existence. And that's how I am connected to spirits and ghosts and entities and stuff like that. I'm connected to the spirit world. I get sucked in during my mediumship readings into the spirit world when I'm not reaching, but when a spirit reaches out to me, I get sucked into the spirit world, and I'm on that plane of existence between the living and the dead. That's why I'm called a medium, because I'm connected to the living and I'm connected to the dead. So in the spirit world, while I'm there, I get to experience what that spirit has experienced in life, like their memories, the way they died, their feelings, their emotions, their attitudes, whoever they were in life. I get to experience that as well because I am sucked into the spirit world with them. But like I said, if you believe in heaven, if you believe in different dimensions, if you believe in other worlds, then that kind of pertains to this situation. I just want to come on here, kind of break down what it means to me and how I view it and everything like that. The veil is a very thin layer. It's kind of like the thin layer on top of your eyes, and a lot of people are blind to this veil because they don't have their third eye fully opened, or they don't believe in it, or they're skeptics, or whatever they may believe. They don't see the veil. I see the veil. I see through the veil because it's a thin layer of reality. I see through the veil, and I get to communicate with spirits and ghosts and entities and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain here. I hope I'm explaining it well, and you guys can fully grasp what I'm talking about here. I don't want to sound like I'm mumbling or not making any sense. So, the witching hour, like midnight or 3 a.m. is when paranormal activity is most active, and that's when the veil is at its thinnest, and that's when I'm be able to connect with the spirits more easily, even though I can connect with spirits and ghosts any time of the day or night, because I have that ability to connect with them and reach into the spirit world and connect with those spirits. But the spirit world itself is just basically a plane of existence that we cannot fully comprehend or see. This is just my really understanding of it so far, and what I've learned to understand, and um, how I view the spirit world. If you guys have any questions about this or want to know any more about this, I would definitely will answer you guys' questions in the comments or make another video about this. I kind of want to go into more detail about this, but I'm just trying to figure out how to go into more detail about this. Like I said, if you believe in dimensions or other worlds or other realities, then that basically is what the spirit world is. The spirit world is our time in another plane. So they live out their spirit lives like we live out our human lives living. And there's still a sense of time in the spirit world. They still progress in the spirit world. Like if a child passes away by unforeseen circumstances or a murder or whatever, they still age like they were still alive. Like if a baby passes away and it's been 10 years, then that would be a 10-year-old spirit. That would be a spirit that appears to me as a 10-year-old. It would not be the same as the baby passing away. It would not stay a child. It would not stay a baby. So if But on the same in the same sentence or same idea, I would say if you pass away in old age, like in your 80s or 90s, you will appear to me as an 80 something, 90 something year old person. But with children and people that are younger, they do progress in age as they would if they were still alive. So I hope this really explains to you guys the timing in the spirit world, how it works, how I see it, how I view it, how it works for me, how I connect with it. Like I said, being a medium, I'm connected to the living and the dead. So I'm not the veil, but I can see within the veil, I can interact within the veil, and I can be inside of the spirit world doing my mediumship readings. But anyway, again, if you guys have any questions, if you guys want me to elaborate more on this topic, on this subject, please put your questions and concerns or whatever you want to put in the comments. I will definitely love talking to you guys more about this. I love explaining things. I love elaborating on things if I don't make sense in the video. I love talking to you guys more about and answering you guys' questions in the comments. So if you have any more questions at all or want to know further about the spirit world and from my point of view, please put your questions in the comments. Like this video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!